Hello everyone. Alright, where are we? Why are we here? And what are we doing here? So let's take a look. I was able to pick up a GPS, but that's not particularly useful because it just gives you coordinates as opposed to locations. So you can see about where I'm located here, about 60 over 56 or 7 down, 58 down maybe. Directly that way is to the house. You'll notice that there's a bit of a snow at the top between the house and us. What I did is essentially say, well, that looks like the thinnest part of the snow. That's the murder snow. I wonder if we can fly over it. The answer is yes, you can fly over it. I've got, I think, 400 health. Takes out roughly half of my health, but that's not too bad. Funny thing is it takes about maybe 2/3 of your health if you're wearing the cloth armor, my slightly upgraded cloth armor, and maybe half your health with the fur. But okay, so I've been inspecting around here, hence why the map is all filled out. The reason we're here is to look for crystal. We can't really take our Anky with us when we're looking for crystal out here, so we kind of need a local Anky in a lot of different places. So I dug up this guy around here. We're going to make sure those doggos don't make it all the way over here, but I don't think they will. I just knocked him out, so you can see he's, ready to be tamed. I don't know what it's going to take to tame him. In my pockets, I'm trying to find the key for my pockets. In my pockets, I've got a whole bunch of mijo berries plus a bit of food for me and some other food as well. There's my GPS. There is crystal in the area. So I'm not going to leave this too far because I don't want any spawns to happen here. But up this road, and then you'll go down here and you can follow up. I'm going to use the point of the beak here. It's going to go away. Basically, you can go up this hill here to, I think, this first ledge. So above the water, there is a ledge in the center, and behind the first ledge is a whole big chunk of crystal. So what we're going to do is we're going to tame this Anky, grab the crystal from there. There's actually some crystal in this area where we're at, within these little sort of cavey type places. Maybe we can even see some there. I think that's some crystal there. There's a whole bunch of it around in here. So we'll see if we can get our Anky in there at least to get some of that crystal. That would be really nice. We'll probably level him up just a little bit to get a little more damage so we can get the most out of our crystal gathering. There were a few Carnos in the area. We took them out pretty easy with our Pteranodon. The Carno took the other male of these Ankylosauruses. We do have a female finally. And then this one showed up afterwards as well, this Anky who's hanging around up here, which is perfectly fine. Didn't really see what level they were. 145, how hilarious. But it's a male. That would have been just perfect if I grabbed it. These, by the way, give you silk if you need it. I'm not sure I really need silk for anything on this map, but who knows? I believe you gather silk really well with, I can't remember what. Okay, first of all, there's a Carno in the area. Second of all, of course, as you can see there, there's two. Okay, time to take care of this. Get out of there, moth. Get out. Just fly away. Yeah, this is bad. This is all sorts of bad. I need to draw everybody back this way. And that means you, kitty cat. That means I'm just going to take this kitty cat out directly if I can. I didn't spend a lot of time clearing out this area, so I might be in trouble when it comes to... Okay, it looks like Anky's probably going to take one of those guys out. I just want to get my energy level up, and then we will take care of this. Oh yeah, that's right, he's a level 145 Anky. I forgot. He may very well be able to manage this guy. It's alright, I'd like to take him out myself. Though the Anky, of course, will get around. Okay, so now we're all down here. As you can see, we found some cactuses, so we can also make more stuff. What was that, level 25? They were just baby Carnos. Okay. I don't really want to kill the cactuses, but I did. So you can see we found some cactuses on this map as well. There's quite a few of them. Cactuses tend to regenerate fairly quickly. Are you angry? I don't think I hit you, but I might have. Let's find out. Nope, nope, not angry. Okay, that's good. There are moths here. I tried to say before finding out that we were having a bit of trouble. So I would like to tame a few moths at some point. I'll probably just do that off camera. I just sort of wanted to show the idea. Okay, so what? Oh, there's more. Wow. And I did notice that there are just a lot of carnivorous animals in this area, just in general. So I may or may not need to draw these guys off as well. If there wasn't that other Anky there, it wouldn't be a problem, but in theory, it could draw the interest of these guys over, but I think what I'll do is I will wait for that to happen as opposed to provoke it. Alright, where can we get more crystal from? Because that's what we need to do. This is all about getting more crystal to finish off the house, which I would like to do. There are a lot of crystal nodes generally around. I mean, that's one of the things this map is known for, is its amount of resources. So there's 2 bits of crystal here. There's one up, it's actually behind the waterfall, and there's one in this set of caves here. I might need to chop the crystal out myself in a number of the spots in the cave. In fact, I was kind of anticipating needing to do that up at the waterfall, but then I'm like, let's see what we can do to find a local Anky. It's not even so much access to there, it's finding one close enough, and as you can see we did. As you can see, we have a kitty cat there. He is close enough to where I don't want him to show up. So we are going to take care of the kitty cat so that we don't have any trouble with him. I haven't fought much with an Anky, but he's going to be quite a high level one, so I'm assuming he will have few problems on the way up. And as with everything, I will probably ride the Pteranodon up and have the Anky follow, mostly because I just finally took our other Anky home, and he was quite annoying to ride with the Pteranodon following because the Pteranodon keeps getting in your way. As you can see, spawns are not a problem here. We have gotten another Anky magically appeared out of nowhere. We also have a black bird over there, which I can't say I've ever seen in the game. That is some cool coloring. Is it? Oh, it's not. Oh, I guess just because it's so bright out, it looks completely black. So it's a level 140 and a 20. 20 obviously will be easy enough, but the 140 is really what we don't want. Yeah, wow, the spawn rate is crazy here. I don't think there was a kitty cat this close before. So this is going to be all about defending your tame here. In the general area, there are a number of other crystals. Not right here, though. The crystal is more... Let's get the map out and hope I don't get attacked. The crystal is more that way. There's sort of a line of crystal that follows the green area pretty far that way. I just wanted to inspect this particular area to see how much crystal... Oh, that's... get vertigo from that. I wanted to inspect to see how much crystal we'd have in the area here. And because some of the... When there's a lot of nodes, a lot of like dots on the Finder map, sometimes that indicates that there are a lot of individual nodes but no big one. And then when there's like a single or maybe 2 big nodes, or a single or 2 nodes listed on the map, then that sort of suggests that there might be a collection of nodes. And in fact, that's what's happened here. There's just 2 in this area, but there's a big collection of nodes in there, and there's a fairly big collection of nodes up there. So we're going to try to get those. I have not looked at my cheat sheet to see how long it's going to take this gal to tame. And frankly, I don't really care. I think I'm just going to dump these in. So this is 98. And let's just find out. 5% each? No, 2.5% each. So that's going to be... yeah, that's going to be 40. Ooh. That's going to be a long time, because this is only... it's 30 each. So we're a third of the way there. So that's going to be, what, 70? So that's 28 more. And 28 more times, what is it, 30 per. 28, 56, 84. So we got to go down another 840, which it's just going to do dynamically, of course. I'm not doing a starve tame, so it really shouldn't matter. Kind of don't care if we lose a couple of levels, but we're going to be here a long time, so definitely going to end it here for now. One of the fun things to do, though, one of the reasons I found this, I mean, obviously I looked at the map. I don't really care to explore the entire map and find all of the crystal deposits on my own, but one of the things is it's hidden behind the firewall. Firewall. Nicely done. Hidden behind the waterfall, and that's definitely something you should check every time you have a waterfall. Just fly into it. You don't get knocked off your bird, oddly enough, because you get knocked off your flyer if you swim over any water. So if I go down here... Oh, that's funny. I expect it to be knocked off here, and maybe at some point it will be. There we go. So I got knocked off. And that's just kind of the way it works. Let's whistle you so you can... Can you come get me? Can you come get me? Thank you. But oddly enough, when you fly through a waterfall, you do not get knocked off. And I mean, essentially, there would be no way to get through the waterfall for some of these anyway. This one does happen to have walking access, so that is... There we go. No longer following. That's great, because that way I could bring him in. Oop, hey, he's swimming. He swam to the other side. So that's great, because then I can walk this guy up there. I was actually looking to see if I could get it to fall from the ledge above, because it looked like that was going to work. And then I realized, wait, you can walk through the waterfall and in. So when we get up there, after he's done taming, and I've walked most of the way up there, I'll walk through it with you on camera. So until then, have fun, and hopefully it'll be a very short time when I talk to you again. As promised, here we are. We've made our way up around the banks above the river. Moth. And we're about to enter into the little cave where the crystal is hidden. We had a bit of a fun trip on the way. I'll just try to take this guy in. This is our Anky, of course. Let's take a peek at him. I wanted to get him above 700 for melee. We've pretty much put everything except for 3 levels into health. Everything else has gone into melee. Obviously that's been very successful. You have a preview of something that happened. I didn't get it purely because it just wasn't something that I was planning on recording. But I did notice that there was a Uteranus that had spawned actually fairly far away. And there's the old moon thing. Let's turn the brightness up just for that. Actually, it's kind of obnoxious almost, brightness, but whatever. I'm going to stick with it. Here we go. Leap of faith. And we're in. So, as you can see, this is a fairly good place for crystal. I don't know how good it's going to be, but let's find out with this first one. Yeah, 24. So these are the small crystals, I guess. I might have gotten 2 there, but in any case, this is going to work. But I believe we're going to get fairly heavy fairly soon. In theory, something else can follow us in there. You can sort of see how the game is rendering in the water coming over the top. I do want to make a box, so we're actually going to leave him in here. I don't think he's chasing me, and he's on neutral, so he'll defend himself. You can walk through this. It is disconcerting. Just saying, it bugs me just a little to do that. But there you go. It's kind of something you have to do. So what do we do? Let's just review things a bit here. You can see here we're sinking into the quicksand just a little bit. So we started out down here. You can see the trip that you take down. And just go down here. You got to be careful not to continue up the obvious ramp up here, but actually you go down the ramp here. I almost did that. But I actually did take a pretty minimal way over. But there's a few things we had to dodge. 3 or 4 Carnos and the Yudi. The Yudi was only a level 25, and my he actually got me while I was off this guy's back and on the Anky, and he scared the Anky, and what I basically had to do was wait for me to stop being scared. Luckily the Anky doesn't go very far when he's scared, and so I'm just going to follow up here. The path that we took is just here and through here, and then we tamed him right down here. So you can see. So I'll just fly back slowly. So it wasn't too bad until I was walking with the Anky and woke up this guy right here. Let's wake him up again. And it's hard to lead two dinos away. So what I eventually ended up doing was getting on this guy's back, whistling the Anky to follow, and this guy would stop and throw. He's about the same speed as the Anky, actually a little faster, but he would stop and throw a rock, and in that time it gave the Anky a little more time to get away. Luckily I'd actually put 1 or 2 levels into health on the Anky, and eventually I was able to lead him actually back up this way to where he was there. And I got him sort of off to the path to the side enough to where he didn't wake up once the Anky was walking by with him. So it wasn't too bad getting rid of him, but both he and the Pteranodon took some damage because they can't really take out any sort of golems. Their golems are really difficult to take out, or I should say, I haven't spent the time to try to figure out how to do it very well, just with these sort of low to medium level dinosaurs. But we got up here pretty well, and all I did is I just bashed all the rocks I could. Just the entire way, just bashing more and more rocks. He started with about 400 damage. You can see he's at like 826 or something. We kited a couple of Carnos away down here, but I just didn't pay enough attention. I'd forgotten about the Yudi because I saw him on the way back, because I had to run all the way back to home to get the saddle, because I'd forgotten the Anky saddle like a fool. So I ran back, came back, ran home, came back, noticed that there was a Yudi that was slowly making its way this way, and I have to say I forgot about it. So by the time we had come just about to here, he jumped down right from above, did his yell, got scared, but the Anky, it was only a level 25 Yudi, so once my Anky stopped being scared, I had enough time to get no more than 3 hits. It might have just been 2. Killed him. It was, I mean, with 826 damage, he just tore through that Yudi, and then another couple of knocks with the one Carno that was still there. And that was pretty much it. There might still be some Carnos down here from where I drew them down, or maybe they've all despawned, but there were a bunch of Carnos with it when I noticed it up here. But luckily that ended up not being too much of a problem, and frankly, just for the sake of argument, I just want to make sure there's no others. Yeah, the Yudi came all the way down from up in that little valley up there, so it doesn't look like anybody else is around. Okay, what I do want to get is, I need to make a box. We're going to need a little bit of storage space here for all of this. I don't know exactly how I'm going to take it all back, but we'll find out. It's funny, I actually had a box with me, but I ended up setting it all up somewhere else because I just, as you can see, I was going to build someplace. Like, I don't really need this. I don't know what I should just dump it. It's, it's a little bit of wasted effort, but who cares? What I really just want is a tall box, and I keep forgetting that you don't need a foundation for them. Clearly the tall box that's a bookshelf. Oh, just 2 more wood. Fantastic. We will go here. Yeah, these are not giving a whole... Very nice. These are not giving a whole lot of wood when I chop them, but that will be enough. Good, I can hop up there. Let's not fall off. And we're good. So, which level are we at? We're 1 level up too high. That's fine. We'll fly in here with the bird, and we're good. So I did not know there was going to be quite this much stuff in here, so I can't say that I am disappointed. This is very nice. I think something can, in theory, detect us and fall from here, because the original way I was going to get the Anky in here is just take the fall damage and run it off the edge there, assuming I didn't get pushed off the edge. But that also tells me that we might be able, we might have a visitor fall out of the sky, so we'll see about that. Alrighty, we'll just stick this towards the back. Done. Do I want to put anything in there? Yeah, sure, the wood. I just grabbed these things. The bed was, you know, just in case I died and needed to come back here. Did I put it down? No. Oh, I think you need to put the bed down on a base, so I could use the one that I have. As you can see, we are already full. I am going to... Oh, yeah, we also grabbed some plant species Y seeds and a bunch of metal. So, yeah, I'm not... Am I that heavy? Wow. Okay, then. What else do I have that's so heavy? Yeah, this stuff all kind of adds up. Alright, well, we'll get the Yankee closer next time. Let's... I guess I'll take the metal out. You don't need the lungs. He definitely doesn't need the arrows. I didn't want the arrows because I am done taming him. But yeah, let's just get all that stuff out. I guess we can chuck the narcotic there too. And basically what I'm just going to do is bash this whole area, and we'll see what we end up with at the end. I decided not to go to that nice place at the bottom. Oh no, there is another one there. I decided not to go to the place at the base of this area. I am trying to hop off and it's not happening. There we go. I did not go there to grab that crystal first because I wanted the level ups. I wanted him to really be able to grab a lot of crystal. What I do have back at our base, though, is I have a like a smithy. So we're, instead of carrying the very heavy crystal with us, what we can instead do... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Should have... Up the melee again. Doesn't matter, we have to do a transfer anyway. I probably should have done that. Taken the smithy back with me, cause we could have just set it up right here. You can make all of the windows here, and that way we don't have to worry about carrying the heavy crystal back. In fact, we are going to do that. That's why I made that. I guess it's really going to end up being how much are we going to have in here? And then I'm going to have to actually see... Okay, I can't even move. We'll have to see what the other ingredients are for the crystal. Can we actually get that? Oh, sorry, for the greenhouse. So it's mostly wall. So, well, yeah, see, metal ingots are heavy, but they're still a third the weight of the crystal. Cementine paste doesn't weigh anything. Problem is that I sort of need to build it as we're going to get an idea of what's going to fit. And that means that it's going to be like building a few of these, and then hopefully everything fits fairly nicely. And if we're over here and building our greenhouse pieces and then taking them back to our actual house, we might end up with like the wrong numbers of them. And there's a lot of crystal in here. I think we're actually going to do really well. So we'll see. Maybe I can plan out I think that's probably what we're going to do. I think I'm probably going to be able to plan out... It's very dark in here normally. Yet not completely dark, which is what it should be. I'm going to plan out what we're going to do for both of the wings to fill them out completely. Because I think... based on all this crystal and how much we have left in here... We've probably gone through about 1/3 of it. I think we're going to have enough to do quite a bit of it. And that changes like the long-term plans of how much crystal we're going to grab out of here, or need to grab in addition to here, like maybe going down to the bottom of this area here and grabbing the rest of the crystal is all we'll need. And I mean, I guess if I could take the, yeah, you see Carno. Oh yeah, one of the other things actually that showed up while I was here. Let's go in here for a bit. So see, there's some crystal there. I swear there was more because that is not very impressive. But I could be wrong. Let's take a peek because you can see most of this place from above. Yeah. See, here we go. Like, I don't know. Can I'm pretty sure I cannot fit the Anky through there. So that makes how much of this inaccessible? Actually, he can walk in. Oop, hello. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to land. He can get in. He can get to really most of these places. So I think it's going to be worth walking him down here. With the way that he took care of the Yudi, I doubt he's going to have some more crystal. I doubt he's going to have too much trouble. And he'll probably need to walk right down to the bottom here. So the question is going to be, and I don't know how I'm going to test this. Is this a soft enough landing to where he won't die, or should I walk him all the way down? Yeah, I should walk him all the way down. It's not that bad. He'll be going all the way down over to here. And then one of the entrances is right here anyway, so I mean it's not that bad, but you know, we'll see. This may end up being enough total crystal for everything, so we won't even need to go to the other places, and I might only need to just have this one tamed Anky, which would be nice. While we're at it, we'll probably have fun and grab some of this. These should be, I believe they're salt pillars, so we'll grab a little more salt for the way back. But we'll see. Alright, let's cap this off to see what sort of gift we're going to get here. I've already grabbed something from here previously, so this is a drop Bentu. This is pretty much... Oh, look! Just what we needed. I'll actually take those, I'll take those. Don't need any of those. Compost bin I don't need. What I do need to make is a feeding trough for my animals, because the dung beetles need meat, which I didn't realize, so I need to give them some meat. So, in any case, we'll fly back into here. This is how I found it. I just kind of flew in. Got to test all those spaces. And I knew that there was a crystal cave around, or not a cave, but a crystal area around here. And this ended up being it. Alrighty, so this is good. I'm going to finish this up. Not sure what the next video will be. It might be putting all of the crystal things together in the house. That makes a bunch of sense. We'll plan for that. And until then, I'll talk to you later. Hello everyone. I had another way to end this video, but that video ended up being far too long. In fact, completely full video length. But I did promise to grab a dung beetle every time, so while that video will be coming out next, and this little part is technically happening after it, I do need to tame a dung beetle. I probably won't grab that one, but I do like its color. So let's have a look at it. Level 25. It is not much level at all, but let's see what we can do. We're also going to use the giant poop taming technique. Let's see. Okay, that's not a bad way to take care of these guys. However, those guys spit. So I would rather if he would just sort of follow me. Oop, there we go. Don't want to get hit. And that spit goes a long way. It is very impressive to see when they launch that spit into the air sometimes. It can still hit you a really long way away. I love how they move. They're pretty cool. He's going to spit again. I kind of want to get back over here and have him give up. I'm assuming this guy's going to react. He shouldn't be stuck. He might be stuck, but he might still be able to spit, which is the problem. I might just land here and see what he does. Can you spit on me, sir? Not something you generally request of a person. Alright, I have made one little mistake here, though, is that I forgot to put in my final hotbar there the giant poo. He appears to be stuck, which is very interesting. And there we go. That's not what I wanted. Apparently I am protected from the damage if I'm on... That's interesting. I know I'm protected from a lot of different kinds of damage if you're riding, but it's never really clear to me whether you're protected from that kind of damage, because that should have taken care of my armor. Where is he? Okay, the bug is there. Why isn't he chasing me? Because I'd rather not lose my armor. I kind of like it. You won't lose it anyway. It's more like losing your life is really the problem. This does seem to be fairly high level. I just took out a T-Rex before this, and he took about the same amount of damage. This is kind of crazy, actually. I don't see him, unless I'm missing. I mean, he's finally showing damage, but still. I swear that thing did more damage than the Rex did. Now, the Rex was a level 20, and I forgot to look to see what level he was. I mean, I'm sure it was high level, but... the Rex was a piece of cake. Did get some Mind Wipe tonic from the Rex, which is interesting. Oh, got some cayenne soup from this guy. I guess I get to get off and do this. This is weird. Alright. We'll call it Tweedle. He could be my Tweedle Beetle. Alright, well, that was it. I'm not going to take you back to the house, because it would be slightly spoilery, though I haven't done a whole lot to it. I've actually done more off-camera since the end of episode. I do, however, want to see... there was a green ring that just landed, so... let's just take a peek to see what's in the green ring, which will be fun, because I have to... no, I don't think I need to put this guy down to do it. So that shouldn't be a problem. And this is a really common drop. This one, very often I am checking into this drop before going somewhere else. At least I think it's the drop. I usually don't come from this angle. Nah, this is the one. Oh, yeah, there it is, green ring. Alright, nobody in the area. Generally, nobody's in the area. I think I can just go up to it, even with beetle in hand, and grab things. Let's see. It's resources. I actually don't need much of anything there, so it's not super awesome. What I am doing, just for fun, is any place that I know I will never be able to get to with the Anky, I've just been hacking up the metal just to have more metal. I have way too much metal, but that was our dung beetle for this time. So we have a nice dung beetle here. Let me see if I get back on here. We can see everybody. So that is our nice new dung beetle for the day. And until next time and next episode, which is already done, have fun.